Hello everybody and welcome back to Asgard. So I am currently on my way to a Best Buy over on the West Bank of New Orleans, or as we call it, the Wank of New Orleans, for a lot of different reasons. But I'm going to pick up a couple of Steelbooks that I pre-ordered, or rather not pre-ordered, but that I ordered specifically for a giveaway on the channel. So I just want to let you guys know, and I'm going to be doing a little bit of vlogging hopefully in the store too. I kind of want to check and see what their West Bank location has as far as the Captain Marvel sales, because every time I've checked various videos of people who actually go into the stores and actually show you like live footage of what they see, I've seen nothing but non-stop and like filled to the brim sales for Captain Marvel, including the Steelbooks. And as I've mentioned before, Steelbooks tend to go pretty quickly because they are a limited edition, they only have a small amount, and they're usually sold or resold on eBay. And you already have people reselling them for a very, very cheap price on eBay. And so that to me tells me everything that I need to know about how people are seriously, how serious people are taking it as far as, as far as movie collections are concerned. People aren't buying it, people don't want it in their collection, and then people who are getting it are trying to get rid of it as fast as possible because they thought to themselves, oh, this is a Disney movie, this is a Marvel film, it must sell well. And they realize, oh, wait a minute, no one wants this, there's still crap tons of copies, and pretty soon I would imagine they would have to put them on sale, though I'm sure to save face they probably won't even do that. With all that being said, I'm going to try and show a little bit of footage in the store, but the two movies that I'm picking up are actually the same movie. It's actually two Steelbooks for Whiplash, and I've got two others that are being shipped to me because you can only buy two at a time because it's on sale currently at this time for like $7. And so if you have a Best Buy near you and you want to get it for the, you want to get the movie Whiplash, 2014's Whiplash, which is one of my favorite, I would say as far as like current movies, like movies the last 10 years, it might be my in my top 3 favorite films of the last 10 years because it is just that damn good. So if you yourself have ever been interested in it, right now the Steelbook, which comes with the Blu-ray and also with the digital copy code as well, is only about $7 at Best Buy. And if you get it at store pickup, all you do is pay for the tax. And if you want to get it shipped to you, obviously you'll pay an extra like $4 for that. But that's why I always recommend, if you're living near one, choose that option instead. I would have gotten 4 from this location, but because of that, I wasn't able to because they limited me to 2 at that location. And so I got 2 others shipped to me, and that was how I was able to get around that. But anyway, guys, please stay tuned to this channel, and please stay tuned to my Twitch channel specifically. So on Thursday, this Thursday, tomorrow, July 4th, in the morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to be doing a movie stream of Whiplash. So for those that have never seen it before, or maybe you want to see it, I'm going to be doing my typical stream through Rabbit, but I'm also going to have it be where I'm going to talk to the chat, everything on the Twitch channel. And so please, if you want to follow me on Twitch, you can find a link to that in the description of this video. And please make sure you stay tuned, because at the end of that stream, I'll be giving away 2 of the Steelbooks, so 2 out of the 4 Steelbooks, which are the 2 I'm picking up today, and then I'm also going to be giving away 2 others to my Patreon members. And so that's a reason, Patreon and Subscribe Star. So that's another reason to become a Patreon and Subscribe Star member. If you're at the $5 and up tier, you are eligible for a giveaway. I'm going to be doing several giveaways this month, so 2 major giveaways, meaning like brand new Steelbooks, like possibly a Shazam 4K. I'm letting them vote on it right now. So possibly Shazam 4K, John Wick 3 4K, but it will be exclusive to and only out of the pool of my $5 and up Subscribe Star and Patreon members, meaning that you have a much better chance to win. So anyway, if you're interested in that, please think about becoming a member. If you want to get eligible for this month, for June, I recommend doing Subscribe Star because you get charged almost immediately, I think, versus Patreon, which is it only charges you at the beginning of the month. And so if you decide to sign up this month, you won't be eligible until the 1st of August because of that reason. So anyway, if you want to be eligible for the July, not June, if you want to be eligible for the July giveaways, I recommend going through Subscribe Star in that way. But anyway, if you want to just and you don't have the time or the money, I would recommend trying to tune in on the Twitch channel on Thursday, tomorrow, for the movie stream. At the very end of the movie stream, as I said before, I'll be giving away 2 of the Whiplash Steelbooks. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me right now, and let's see what we can find. So just pick up my Steelbooks and notice that this is now on Steelbook and no one's buying it. Same thing with Captain Marvel. I'm going to show you all the standee. There are still plenty of Blu-rays, 4Ks, and 4K Steelbooks left. Not a surprise. So here's one side of the standee. No one's buying Blu-ray. No one's buying Dumbo on Blu-ray. No surprise there. And of course, again, Dumbo Steelbook completely full. And that's not a surprise, seeing that it didn't do well at the box office. Probably not going to do well here. And here are the Captain Marvel Steelbooks, still plenty full, as are the 4Ks, 2 rows of 4Ks, 2 rows of Blu-rays. Again, no one is buying it. Compare that to us. 1 copy of the Steelbook, which is actually a really nice Steelbook, and barely any of the 4Ks and Blu-rays left, because people are buying that. People actually want to see that again. Nobody wants to see this again, because it's garbage. All right, guys, so I just got out of the Best Buy. So as you can see, I don't know if you could hear me in there, but no one is buying Captain Marvel on Blu-ray, on 4K, on the Steelbooks. The fact that there are still so many Steelbooks of that movie left really do show me, because a lot of people don't know this, but big-time movie collectors go out of their way usually to get the Steelbooks, because if they're not going to actually own it in their collection, what they'll oftentimes do is buy it and then know that eventually it's going to run out, especially if it's a very popular item, and then just wait to resell it on eBay. I mean, for example, I just bought a 4K that was out last year for about twice the price that it normally is. One, because I really wanted it on 4K because it's a beautiful movie. It's Blade Runner 2049, which means that's going to be another movie that I'm going to be able to give away at some point, because I have the Blu-ray copy of it myself. But it also goes to show you that that's a movie that did very well post-release. That's a movie that a lot of collectors went out of their way to go get, and that's a movie that a lot of people are willing to spend a lot of money on. Captain Marvel is not in that situation, because Captain Marvel, as you can see, there are still plenty of copies left, and I would not be surprised if they start to, again, they kind of have to. I feel like Best Buy almost kind of has to, though. I wouldn't be surprised if Disney has some deal with them saying that they can't, but I really feel like that Best Buy is like, all right, we need to get this stock out of here because no one's actually buying it, which I think is very interesting. I mean, you'll see that they've done something similar to the movie that I'm just about to show you. So Whiplash on the Steelbook edition, they're obviously trying to get rid of this. They're obviously trying to make room in their storehouses, because this is available for $7 right now, which to me is a steal, because this is not only a beautiful Steelbook, but also, too, this is one of the greatest movies of the last 10 years. Compare that to Captain Marvel, which is, you know, a C-level film at best, and you understand why people aren't buying it. The same reason why people aren't buying Dumbo. And I think that many people would actually go to bat saying, oh, I actually saw Dumbo in theaters and it wasn't as bad, but the problem is that not a lot of people saw that movie. So you kind of see, like, two sides of different coins there. Because on the one hand, you have Dumbo, which not a lot of people saw. I mean, that's the reason why it didn't really do that well in theaters, and people aren't buying it because of that reason, because they had no interest in it. On the flip side of that, you have Captain Marvel, which actually did very well in theaters, made over $1 billion, and yet people who saw that were mostly mixed on that. Again, I'm going to the actual reviews. I'm going to the actual, the legitimate people that saw the movie and said, yeah, it was okay, it was fine, and that was like the best thing you really heard about it. Anyone that was like, oh my god, it was amazing, it was one of the best Marvel films ever, they were trying to sell you something. At that point, they are literally just lying to you to try and sell you something. This is obviously a case where the movie is showing on very clearly in the post-release, again, in the Steelbook and 4K and Blu-ray sales, that, and they can try and show you saying, oh, well, it's on the charts as the #1 Blu-ray. Well, yeah, because it's the newest Blu-ray coming out this year, so this week, so of course it's gonna be the #1 Blu-ray, because guess what? People tend to buy the Blu-rays and the 4Ks within the first week of them being sold, so of course it was #1 at some point. But I'm going into the actual stores. This is now the second store in my area, and again, this is New Orleans area, so it's not a small city, and this is now the second store, second major store. Again, this is a gigantic Best Buy that, again, has plenty of these special edition 4Ks still available, has plenty of the regular 4Ks and plenty of the Blu-rays, and anyone trying to say, oh, well, it's just because they're keeping it well stocked. Well, then explain to me how Us has one Steelbook copy left, several empty other empty shelves, and also their Us Blu-rays are at half capacity. You want to know why? Because people are actually buying that movie, because people actually wanted to see that movie, or people that actually saw that movie want to see it again because it was a good movie. It was a well done film. And I can say, as someone that did not like the political ramifications that happened after Us, the movie itself does not really dive into that much, and is overall a pretty good film. So it makes total sense to me why people would want to buy it. And also, the Steelbook looks freaking gorgeous, looks freaking beautiful. And so anyway, I got my two Steelbooks. So again, these are going to be given away tomorrow on the Twitch channel. I'm probably going to try and check out actually the local Best Buy that I live near to try and see if that one is very similar. Again, still has the Steelbooks available, because I went online, and for a lot of these very high in-demand Steelbooks, for example, Alita Battle Angel is already sold out in several locations. You cannot pre-order Alita Battle Angel on Steelbook anymore because it is sold out. Captain Marvel can't even buy the stock that it has. Alita hasn't even been released yet, and yet they have sold out of that. And then people can say, oh, well, Alita wasn't that popular in theaters, and so there weren't as many copies made available, and that very well could be true. But the fact that you have a case where it's sold out in several stores, to the point where I actually have to go on July 23rd when it gets released, I have to go to Covington, Louisiana, which is like over an hour drive, to pick up two Steelbooks that I gave away, because I could not actually I could not actually buy it in the stores where the people won, and two, I could not get it at my local stores anymore because everyone was buying it. So the major cities were doing very well with that movie. Not the case here. And people can try and say, let it go, man. Why are you still on this? Because it bothers me to this day that there are still idiots. There are still idiots out there that try and act like nothing is happening. They try and act like this identity politics stuff is not a part of the movies, is not a part of the culture, and is not being rejected by the fan base, because they look at that $1 billion total and they totally forget, oh wait, that's right, it was connected to Endgame, and they sold the hell out of it, and they made the ticket price as high as they could. They ignore all of these facts, And instead live in their tiny little bubbles. They're the same people that's saying, oh, well, someone's friend sent a picture of me, sent her picture, and it shows that it's actually selling very well. And, oh, well, according to the official charts, it's like, okay, look, it's very clear that you don't understand that those charts aren't updated in real time. Those, we don't get the same, we don't get Blu-ray sold, units sold update. We don't get that as soon and as quickly as we do box office numbers. It's a lot longer. That's why, for example, the numbers.com, which is a very reliable site, they're like a month behind on their numbers because they wait for them to get like official, like, reliable numbers and reliable statistics. So I'm not going to talk about numbers and units sold until I get that website to actually update it. But as you can see, again, Captain Marvel is not selling well. I'm showing you actual footage in store. I'm not editing the footage. I'm not taking anything out. I'm showing you exactly what is being seen at the stores because no one's buying it. But anyway, let me go check out my own local Best Buy to see if there's anything there. And I might stop along the way. Any type of discount places that I might see along the way, I might try and see if I can find anything there. It's been a while since I've been to. It's been a couple weeks. Since I've been to the dollar chains and the Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals, things like that. So if I'm stopped by or if I pass by any of those, I might stop by. But this is going to be pretty much mostly centric on the Whiplash and, of course, the Captain Marvel Steelbook update. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Still completely full because no one's buying it. Compare that to us. Once again. And once again, even more copies available, including the Steelbook. Interestingly, the re-releases of Captain America and all the others are selling much better, I've noticed. Fun fact. Alright, so I'm heading out of Best Buy. So as you can see, even in this location, there are still crap tons of copies left. Like, I love how they have it spread out to where basically 2 rows each of the Blu-rays, 2 rows each of all the various things, and it's just not selling. No one's buying it. And again, I wouldn't be like harping down on this point if I just wasn't hearing so many lies, if I wasn't hearing so many lies from people that are still going out of their way to defend and try and say, oh, no, you're just upset because it made $1 billion at the box office. Like, no, I just want you to understand why. Like, that's really, like, I obviously follow the box office numbers. If you follow me on Geeks and Gamers, you know that I care about those stuff. I care about the numbers, I care about following it, I care about trying to be as accurate as possible. But I want people to understand why films make as much money or as little money as they do. I want to understand the why behind it. And so I want you to understand that the reason why Captain Marvel did as well as it did, and why it did and overdid so many people's expectations, including my own, is because of Endgame. It's because so many people underestimated just the power that Endgame had, coming out so soon, that people are saying, oh my god, I have to go see this because they're telling me that I have to go see this in order to fully appreciate Endgame. And I've already dedicated 11 years of my life, so I gotta continue to dedicate my life to this franchise by going to see this movie that I don't have as much interest in seeing. And I go back once again to most reviews, which were mixed at best. And I just have to point that out. And to all the haters out there, to all the people that are going to try and say, oh no, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, again, I just showed you real life footage. So go ahead and create your own channel. Go ahead and start recording your own video content. And go ahead and show me that I'm wrong. Again, please show me actual in-store evidence to support your statements. Because I have footage from my channel. I've got footage from other channels that weren't even trying to point that out. And I mentioned this before, there's a really great channel called Cool Duder. He does not get involved with politics, he just talks about movies and just keeps everything focused on that. But what he ends up doing in the last 2 videos is showing that there are still so many copies, even him, and I think he's in California, even they have got so many copies still left because no one wants to buy this damn movie. But anyway, I'm gonna head home now, and that's gonna be it for me today. Please let me know if you like this video. If you want me to do more videos like this. It's very hard for me to film out in public because I just don't feel. I need to get a partner. I need to get a partner in crime, so that way I'm not just talking to myself, but I'm going to be talking to somebody else and be able to cover it up. Because I'm always afraid someone's gonna come to me and say, "You can't film in here," and then I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this and everything below. And also, as I said before, please stay tuned to the Odin's Movie Blog Twitch channel tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to start watching Whiplash. And it's not too long a film. It's about an hour-and-a-half film. And at the end of the showing, I'm going to be giving away 2 Steelbook editions of the movie. And also, I'm going to give them the option where if they don't want or don't have a digital code or digital copies, or they don't care about that stuff, I'm going to ask if they will allow me to open up their copy and give away their digital code as well to another lucky winner as well. So anyway, that's going to be for anyone watching tomorrow on Twitch. So make sure that you stay tuned to that. And again, I would recommend checking it out just because I think that you would probably like the movie. Again, it's a very, very good film. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this. this and all those other things I talked about in the comments below. If you like this video, smash the like button, give me the thumbs up, give me a subscribe, it helps out a lot. You are all amazing, beautiful people. Hope you could understand that. Probably not, because I'm the fastest talking man in the business, and I don't do any of this scripted. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and as always, God bless.